Yeah, they know the story, but they don't know my side. Let me tell you what really happened. I was perched up high on that brick wall, feeling like a boss. Living reckless, taking chances, never counted up the cost. Everybody looking up at me like I'm somebody great, but what goes up must come down, that's just a hand of fate. One slip, one mistake, and I'm tumbling through the air. Ground rushing toward me, wind whipping through my hair. Impact hit me different, shattered everything I knew. Now they standing over me, trying to figure what to do. They calling all the cavalry, yeah, they sending out the troops. All the finest doctors with their plans and their groups. But some damage goes too deep for simple glue and tape. When you break the way I broke, ain't no easy escape. Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Couldn't put Humpty together again. No, they couldn't put me back together again. See, I thought I was invincible up there above it all. Pride comes before the tumble, wisdom comes after the fall. They gather around my broken pieces, trying their best, but some souls, once they're fractured, they can't pass the test. The king sent his finest, yeah, the best of the best. Engineers and physicians trying to solve this mess. But the cracks run too deep, the fragments too small. Some things you can't rebuild after that kind of fall. They got their blueprints out, sketching up a plan, trying to make me whole again, doing all they can. But there's wisdom in these fractures that they'll never understand. Sometimes broken is the way you're supposed to land. Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Couldn't put Humpty together again. No, they couldn't put me back together again. Maybe I was never meant to be up there anyway. Maybe this fall saved me in some kind of way. The view was beautiful, but the pressure was real. Sometimes you gotta break to learn how to feel. All the nights and all the scholars couldn't comprehend that maybe I don't wanna be who I was back then. Let the pieces scatter where they're meant to lie. Sometimes you gotta fall apart to learn to fly. So here's my testimony to everyone who fell, who shattered into pieces and went through their own hell. The king's men can't save you, that's something you should know. The only one who builds you back is you, that's how you grow. I'm not the same egg that was sitting pretty high. I'm something new, something different, and I ain't gonna lie. The fall was painful, but it set me free. Now I'm more than what they tried to make me be. Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. But maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to end. Yeah, maybe I don't need to be together again. They couldn't fix me, they couldn't save me, but I saved myself. Built something new. Humpty Dumpty ain't sitting walls no more. Humpty Dumpty found something worth living for. They couldn't put me together again. And that's alright. That's alright. That's alright.